Hi everyone, this is Fitch the Hedgehog and welcome to this video. I'm here with my little Funko horror Pennywise plushie from the 90s. I just love this guy. I just found him in store. I just love him so much. I was so happy I could collect a few of these adorable plushies. So I have these guys here, which are very loved. And also this guy, they actually all came from eBay except from this one. So that actually makes him kind of special. But still, I'm actually really proud about this adorable little collection. And soon there will be another little clown, 8-inch clown plushie joining this little pack here. This little collection of adorable clowns. Actually, I'm trying to extend my Pennywise plushie and figure collection. And I was actually so lucky to collect these guys here, which I really appreciate. This little one. And also a few nice figures, like pop figures. I have 4 so far, I believe. I'm actually thinking which one. I was also very lucky to collect this little guy here, also from Funko. I have no idea actually why or from which assortment he actually is. And I could also collect NECA figures, the 2 ones that were available. The bloody one. And also the classic one, like I call it, who are actually unboxed and were actually unboxed in the previous videos. Now I know NECA is going to release another Pennywise figure, I believe, in early 2019. I have no idea when it's going to be released, but this little guy will have a few heads too. The one with the rod through his head, the one with his funny wig and his hair just going all over his face, and also the one with a really creepy smile actually. So that is definitely a figure I'm going to collect as well, but it's not released yet, so I'm still trying to extend my little collection. Still, it's not so easy, I gotta say, because most items are quite expensive, but I was very lucky I could collect a few of those Mysterie mini figures. Which, well, I don't think they're available here. I don't have Walgreens here, so I was very lucky to collect the ones that I have here, right here. So I suggest we just open this up and have a look. There you go, I opened the package. It's pretty well packaged. And also Bozo has been joining us. He's just such an adorable cutie. So yeah, let's have a look. In very first place, I wasn't so sure I would collect those Mysterie minis because of very expensive shipping, mostly on the items that I like. I wasn't quite sure I was going to go for it, but I really, actually, my interest grew actually for these figures. I really wanted to collect a few, not all of them that I like. I know that's not exactly possible, but I'll do my best just to collect a few, because I think those figures are really sweet, and I could base a lot of my drawings on those figures. So that's actually why I have been looking up a nice advertisement, and after finding a nice one, I ordered these 3 guys. 3 little adorable figures of Pennywise, actually opened packages of Mysterie minis. To be honest, I don't really like them as blind bags. I prefer to know which figure to get, because otherwise you have a bunch of resale stuff, and I don't feel like doing this. Reselling your stuff here is not particularly easy, so I prefer to get the right ones. There they are. Apparently the 3 boxes are held together. Wish we had these here. A little note. And I also wanted to collect a few boxes. I'm just going to keep them. I think it's just a pity that people just wrap them open well, I think you should just take good care of these boxes because they actually go with the figure. And so I'm glad I found a nice advertisement with 3 figures that I actually like of the character that I like with boxes. So this was exactly the advertisement for me, actually, the listing for me. Now I suggest I'll just open up the boxes and interrupt the video when necessary. I just put these figure with the clownies here because I think it's a nice figure to compare these ones with. I know they're also from Funko. Is it possible to open them properly? Oh, I think there's a little... Yeah, I have to cut this over. Hold on a second. Okay, let's go for the blind bag opening. Just pick a random one. So they're already opened, of course. Here you go. Oh, this is adorable. So this is just a little scary one. Or the one who tries to scare you. He is not always trying. Anyway, I'm very pleased with the quality of these figures. And I really like actually the way they are designed. Or the way they are put together. So that's actually why I really wanted to collect a few of these mystery minis. This guy is actually, for me, the less inspiring one. But I just like the shape of his body. It's very helpful when I actually make drawings of him. But I've been making a drawing just a few hours ago. Actually based on this little guy here. And I'm just going to show you that drawing. That I guess that doesn't do any harm. So I have my Pennywise fan book here. I can actually find it. Yeah, I guess that's it. That's the one. These are the last ones I made. And here's the one. So that's also what the NECA figure will come with. This very scary smile. Now here's actually just having a pretty smile, but the very sharp clown face smile, you know. And this actually, yeah, I think it's not a bad drawing. It's sweet. And, well, it's a bit based on the smile of this guy. Now, of course, my drawings and this figure will always look totally different. That's because, actually, our art is just coming from different people. So, as you can see, also, this figure could inspire me in some way. And yeah, it says I love dairy on the balloon, just like for my NECA figure. That is something I have from my NECA figure. And also that new NECA figure kind of inspired me to make him with a rod through his head. Just a gross drawing. It wasn't very successful on Facebook either. But this is just an adorable... Yeah, well, this is actually the base of his feet. The soles of his feet. And, well, these figures, just going to display them on my Funkos, I guess. Because these figures are, yeah, really awesome. And if they had them here, I would definitely get a few. There are a few that I really like. So this is the very first one I could collect. Not quite sure if I would actually collect even more of these, because it just costs me about 50 euros to have these things here. So, yeah. That's why I'm not quite sure I'm going to do another order on these. That actually depends how much I appreciate them. Mostly I'm not a fan of small figures, but I know I can appreciate the ones from the character I really like. So that's actually how I ended up ordering them. Let's check the second bag. Now my figures really inspire me, and I'm trying to put something of my figures or the plush into my drawings. And also I'm trying to to check the way the figures are put together, just to see how to draw them. So this guy's obviously one with a balloon. The balloon one. Also very sweet. And his back teeth are just so sweet. I always draw his little, well, how should you call this little piece of hair? I always draw it in an upward way. And his little fist here. The hands remind me of the Disney Infinity figures. And the figures are like really, well, they're not very round. But I like the way he holds the balloon just like he used to do. Like this is, yeah, so creepy somehow. It's a very nice figure. I believe them to be about 2 or 3 inches, those figures. As you can see, they fit my hand pretty well, but I don't really have large hands. Sometimes I even have trouble to hold my cell phone. So, don't feel like having an Edge smartphone because it just falls out of my smallie hands. There you go. So this is the second one. And of this guy, I don't really have particular drawings. What I have actually put of this figure into my drawing, well, I'm just gonna show it again, I guess. Yeah, I draw a lot of them with balloons. And I've been trying to do the same here with the hand, the finger, his index and his thumb. Like, this is actually what I've been trying to do. I'm gonna show you. I just check the figures. I'm gonna show you if I can show you one more with a balloon. Here you go. This is one I made a few months ago, I believe. A little interpretation of my own. It says Pennywise on the balloon. And also here, just hold it with 2 fingers. A bit character looking. I think this drawing was also shown in the video I made about the drawings. There you go. And they're just so sweet. Just together, you know. I'm just gonna keep those guys together. They're like a trio. They're a perfect trio. So these are the 2 boxes, which I'm definitely going to keep. Yeah. Now just if you want to have a look, compare it with this figure. So in the assortment, you have Jason, Freddy, I believe I called him Eddie in one of my videos. That was a little mistake of me. Chucky, if I'm right, and Pennywise. So, oh, he's definitely the cutest. His shiny eyes. So, apparently you can collect a few. I don't really know if this figure is larger in size. But it's definitely something like that, isn't it? I'm not gonna pack him out. But it's just that his head is a bit broader. It's a bit of a larger figure. But this guy is like from the same level, I'm gonna say, as those, Funko figures. I paid the same price for him as for them. I'm gonna just put it like this. If you want to put it next to each other. So actually those figures go super well together. That's just amazing. They go so well together. It's just that, yeah, they are the same price, but in fact, this figure turns out a bit smaller than the Funkos. The Pops, sorry, the Funko Pops. Maybe I can just pull them out. Why not? I did it earlier. Not gonna pull him out of his packaging though. It's made out of the same material, by the way. And he's the same brand as well. It's not far from it, isn't it? This is just, yeah, really sweet. I just love the buck teeth and his really shiny eyes. As you can see, he has like those really shiny yellow eyes in my drawings as well. And it comes with a balloon. And the balloon has a stiff rope. And it's boat. Sorry. I don't put out these things. Suppose he can hold them. And actually see his body has like the same streaks, the same shape almost. So, there you go. I would suggest, actually, if you really like those figures, really like this character as well, just get all of them. If you can, just save and get all of them. But it actually depends on what you expect from those figures, and if you really think it's necessary, or if you really feel like getting all of them. That actually depends on the people. I'm really a fan of these figures, so I try to collect whatever I can, but it's not always so easy. Now let's have a look at the third one. Where is my third box? Don't really know what's the price of such a little box. But as blind bags, not quite sure. Would be so tempted to get them. I might not be very eager to get them as blind bags. Prefer to know which one that I actually get. I'm just like that. That's just the way I am. Also, one that really inspired me, the dancing one. This was really one that I wanted to have, a dancing Pennywise figure. On this little stage. That was really sweet. He has like two fists, and he moves his legs sideways. And then he has that very, a bit of an eager face, a bit of a very decided face. I don't really know why his face looked like that when he was dancing, but he was like really concentrating, really focused. Anyway, this is, definitely one that I wanted to collect. But there are a few I would like to collect like these. Maybe I can just check the back of the boxes. Now, I'm not really into the Losers Club. For me, they are people, and I see people every day. So I prefer to see something special like clownies. I like the one with the rod, it's really sweet. The dancing one. And I think there's also one available. When he actually opened his jaws and you can see the deadlights coming out of his throat, that is really a special one. I really like that one as well. I also like the Henry figure. I thought it was really well made. And I also like the Bill figure. So these are actually my favorites ones. Bill and Silver. And then Pennywise with his deadlights. And then these three. And Henry. These are my favorites. Not quite sure. So actually I collected a bunch of the ones that I actually like. I don't have this one here. Never mind. These items aren't items that I can reach so easily, so I'm super happy with the ones that I actually could collect. It's not particularly easy to find someone who asks for a realistic, who actually sell them for a realistic price. So there are people selling 3 of them like for $100 or something. That's just so low. And I thought these guys I could get them for a pretty honest price. And then of course you have to pay for shipping. Yeah, it's always like this. So this dancing one, I think this looks like being the tallest one as well. Maybe a bit taller. It's barely visible actually. But he's standing up straight, really straight. This one is actually bending his knees a bit. And this guy, well, also stands kind of straight. Here he has a different haircut with a lot of detail. Oh, go. There you go. Glad they're in nice condition. This same guy sells also a whole lot of losers, and I think he has a bunch of doubles. I have no idea why this guy's he sold these guys in a separate listing. But now, of course, I got them. This is definitely, yeah, one that I wanted to collect. And the problem you have, or people sell them for way too much, or they sell them for like nothing, but then you have like 20 euros for shipping to pay. So, yeah, well. So I'm trying to get a bunch of figures that I like in one advertisement with honest shipping fees and stuff. So glad with these guys, you have no idea. I want to check his balloon. He holds the balloon actually quite close to the knob. There you go. I maybe can show you the drawing that I made of this guy. Seeing this figure, I got inspired immediately, and I wanted to make a drawing of him dancing, because I've been making a lot of drawings like him dancing, and they all look kind of different. But this guy was like nothing I ever did before. I just like actually the short legs and his adorable shoes. But I'm just gonna show you this one here. He's a bit bloody though, because I wanted to put something of my mecha figure in him as well. But check him out. Where's my dancing one? Yeah, I've been collecting a bunch of pictures. Just check out the figures, they're super nice. Some stuff is a bit private, that's why I cannot show you my fan book. I think it's rather at the end pages. I have Bozo here too, see? I've been drawing the turtle as well. Oh, here it is. So this is actually the one I've been making dancing. With the mad face, he was all bloody. And just the leg moving a bit sideways, just like for this guy here. So seeing that figure, I couldn't wait for this figure before making the drawing. I've been checking this figure on several pictures, and I have been making this out of it. Now apparently, I always have the same way of drawing him, and I guess this is just my style. It doesn't really feel easy to do it a different way. But yeah, I was all bloody. His eye is a bit low here, but it's actually what I did with his legs, and still he looks quite like dancing. I have other drawings of him dancing, but they're in a different fan book. I love them so much. Glad I could collect a few of those. Now I think this is going to be it for this video. I don't think there's quite much to tell about these guys, except that I really like the way they're shaped actually. They're like really sweet and well made and super sturdy. And if you are a fan of this little character, get these ones. I know it's a bit annoying they are blind bags, but I can only get them by a resale on eBay. But then of course I have the advantage that I know what I'm getting. I just love them. Just going to give them their place now. Now I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. And I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye!